and some of the food that's sold on the side of the streets there.
Sure.
Now, they of course, they'll warn you about food that is sold on the streets because, they don't really have an agency that makes them handle food properly or anything like that. So it's not always the best idea to eat it, but they do sell some really good food on the side of the street. And a lot of the things that they sell on the side of the street are deep fried. In Sierra Leone, there's something that they call it fry fry. And it pretty much is just a whole plethora of different things that have been fried. You have fried plantains, different fried cakes is what they call them. There's rice cake and banana cake and I think even cassava cake, and it's pretty much just they form some sort of a dough out of rice flour or plantains or something like that, and they'll just fry this dough. So it kind of ends up kind of donut-y, but it's a lot more solid than you'd think of a donut. And they'll get just a whole bunch of fried things, and then they'll get some bread. I'll open up the bread and you put all these fried things in the bread, and they'll sometimes have like a sauce or a soup that you put on top of it. Really good, probably really fatty, but it tastes really good. And that was one of the first things my trainer introduced me to, because he's such a great trainer. But we see on the side of the street, street vending is a very common thing there. They have people all over the place. They've set up little stands or a wheelbarrow that they have things in, or in Africa, of course, they carry things on their head. That's not just what you see in movies. That's what they do all the time there. Everything is carried on your head. And so some people will they'll have a bunch of cassava up in a big bin on their head that they'll sell you, or some of these different kinds of cakes that they'll sell you, or fry that they'll sell you, or things like that. So it's easy to find food on the streets. So if you're trying to abstain from it completely, it's kind of tricky because it's the most easily available food. But I did get food poisoning once from something I ate. But you just have to be careful, I think, with some of the food you eat on the streets.